Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now second and 10.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket, but when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it, and he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brandon Graham, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Scott, the ball carrier.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Scott. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
The 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
39-yard line.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On first down, It's Scott, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
At the 27.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
David Mayo brought him down. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Finding his target, it's Ward. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's WENTZ. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Credit the Giants' defense. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Giant ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now he's flushed out left.
Jones on the keeper.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Dave Freeman, the ball carrier.
Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here we go. Waiting. Switch up.
It'll It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the second down throw on target.
Wentz's pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
He was brought down by Blake.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Scott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And this one's incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Go ahead, Scott.
Go. Waiting. Check.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. He's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
For an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Fulgham there to make the grab. And the Eagles are back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play. Even when contested.
Now Jones on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season, but CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, and then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton, the quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A draw play here, Lewis. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
He'll get this complete to Board.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Jones.
Man open is Board. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play. And we head to half. Jones, off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Sacked. A loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open man right side is Ingram. 2 yards is all he'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now he'll escape to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season. Believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's WENTZ. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
42-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of 1.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. On WENTZ is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles. That have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Ingram.
A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
1st down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here's Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
17 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out. And the...
Here we go. Waiting.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Number 26.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Logan Ryan on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there?
After review of the play,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
It's a pickup.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
You go back to the 2nd round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile, make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the carry, this is Scott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to the...
Jones now throwing on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. New York. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tate. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
To Golden Tate.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Left side here to Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Complete to Zach.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, this is Lewis. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Lewis, the giant ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 12.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he stopped immediately there.
Lewis,
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Eagles 17-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Freeman again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the set. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Second down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Hurts, the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On first down, Hurts flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Eagles. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.